OpenAI just quietly halved the price of GPT-5.6 Sol on its own endpoint. Input $5 per million tokens down to 250, output 30 down to 15. Overnight, no email, no announcement post, no press release, just a 50% off tag on a model page. Every AI tool you pay a monthly fee for that runs on this model just got half as expensive to operate, and your vendor has about 48 hours before you check. I'm Stuart, nobody sent you an email about this move, and by end of month it is coming out of somebody's pocket. Yours or your vendor's. Let me show you which. GPT 5.6 Sol is OpenAI's flagship reasoning and coding model. The one running under the hood of most serious AI products shipping right now. Codex, 366 billion tokens a month on it. Cloud Code, 61 billion. Hermes Agent, 200 billion. If you pay for a coding assistant, an AI research tool, an agent product, a support bot, an SDR, a content engine, there is a very high chance it is eating GPT 5.6 Sol tokens on your behalf, which is why this price cut is not a model story. It is a subscription story. So headline answer, OpenAI cut its direct API price in half, 250 in, 15 out per million tokens, cash reads 50 cents down to 25, Azure did not move, Amazon Bedrock did not move, same model, same weights, benchmark scores within 2 points across every provider. But on OpenAI Direct, you now pay $15 per million output tokens. On Azure or Bedrock, you pay 30 to 33 for identical output, a 2.2x gap on the exact same model. If the SaaS tool you pay for routes through OpenAI Direct, its cost just fell by half. And it either passes to you this week or it does not, and you find out which by asking. One quick ask before the math. If you want the next flagship price cut the day it hits, subscribe. This channel covers every OpenAI drop, every Claude release, every price move on a workhorse model the day it ships. So the next 50% finds you instead of you finding it 3 months from now on a renewal. The exact commands I'm about to run sit in the pinned comment, copy-paste ready. And the vendor email template, the tracker I use to catch these cuts day one, and the pass-through script all live in Church of SEO Jesus, my free school community. Free, no card, link below. Right, the math. I hit OpenRouter's API for every provider running GPT 5.6 Sol, sorted by output price. Watch. OpenAI Direct, 125 and 750 for the Pro tier. Then the main endpoint at 250 in, 15 out. Azure, still 30. Bedrock, 33. Same model, 3 different bills. Then I asked the API to confirm the cut in dollars. Input 5 to 250, 50%. Output 30 to 15, 50%. Confirmed live. Then the question that actually matters. What does this do to a real invoice? Mid-size SaaS, 50 million input tokens plus 10 million output per month. A fair number for a coding tool with a few hundred paying users, or an AI writer with real usage. Old bill, $550 a month. New bill, $275. $275 a month. $3,300 a year. Per customer at that scale. If your vendor has 1,000 customers your size, that is $3.3 million in new margin every year. Not a rounding error. Whole gross margin of a healthy SaaS company doubled overnight on the largest cost line in the P&L, and it happened without a single email to a single customer. The Azure and Bedrock detail matters here. Enterprise vendors love a hyperscaler contract because it makes procurement people happy. Fine. But a hyperscaler contract, right now, costs them double what an OpenAI Direct customer pays. The gap will close, historically, within days to weeks. Which means one of 3 things happens next. The vendor stays on the hyperscaler, eats it, and does not tell you. The vendor switches to OpenAI Direct and pockets the delta. Or a competitor of theirs, running lean, drops their sticker price 20% and takes the deal you're about to close. Open OpenRouter.ai/OpenAI/GPT-5.6 Sol right now. Look at the 50% off tag next to the OpenAI row, and the struck through $5 replaced with $250. Proof, not me telling you. Screenshot it. You are going to need it in 90 seconds. Here is the exact move. 3 steps. 1. Open every AI-powered SaaS invoice you pay over $100 a month and email support with one question. Which model powers this product and which endpoint? Direct API, Azure, or Bedrock? Get it in writing. If they will not answer in a week, you have your answer. 2. If the model is GPT-5.6 Sol or any flagship OpenAI model on the direct endpoint, send the OpenRouter screenshot and ask when your rate reflects the 50% cut. Not if, when. Vendors that pass it through inside 7 days keep you. Vendors that stall are quietly banking the margin, and you are the one funding it. 3. Watch what the leanest operators in your space do this week. The ones who read pricing pages are already cutting their sticker price 20% and announcing that the model powering their product got cheaper. If a competitor of yours moves first, they take the deal you are about to close. If they do not, and you buy from one, you have a receipt to email your account manager. Either way, the window is the story. Zoom out for a second. Third 50% cut on a flagship model in 6 months. It will not be the last. The compute is getting cheaper faster than most people update their pricing spreadsheets, which means the small operator, the solo founder, the tiny agency has a permanent window over the incumbent who signed a 12-month enterprise contract in March. You move on the cut in a week. They move on it at renewal. The gap is the whole game right now. Church of SEO Jesus, link below. Vendor email template, tracker, playbook. Already pitched it, not going to sell it twice. The one thing I did not cover, because it is a whole video on its own, is which specific SaaS tools quietly switched from Azure to OpenAI Direct in the last 2 weeks to catch this margin. I have the list. It is embarrassing for 2 of them. Next video.